pick on the draw there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
All right. Why can't we hear it? There it is.
Here it is. What do you know? Get your ass to Mars.
Mission. Wait. 15, counting. 14, 13. All systems are go. 11, 10.
I am the J Tower. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for itself. He just goes completely anti-science. Money for naughty favors.
where's that mushroom toy?
Because that mushroom head seems to get in the way.
I'm a good girl, I am.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say, but apparently there's no denying she was one.
I want to apologize to all of you for what happened in there. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess he's not being charged for hollering them about masturbation.
Hey, it's always good when I don't get charged for anything. Hey, everybody, welcome to Get Live by the Jay Tyler.
Oh,
What was that?
I am.
Never mind.
I am your Ms. Parker, and a lot has happened since we last went on the air. We once again fired our intern.
Yeah. By the way, don't start your day with outrage. That comes in the second segment.
And what happens when you find out that the medication you've been prescribed is
Too good.
no, that it is what bipolar people take,
Right.
and yet you're not being diagnosed with bipolar? Is this one of those we don't want to tell you kind of
Boy.
things? Okay, tell me.
Boy. Talking about a 30-pack Natty Ice and a John Deere 175. I decided to start my day with the zero. I am exhausted. I am the exhausted Jay Tyler. We be joined today by young Giles, and Gary Busey.
Yeah, we had.
Boy.
I mean, he's a celebrity and he's acting like a Florida man,
Yeah.
and we are on board for it. So Gary Busey, who basically got caught doing
All right.
what
Are we ready to
know-
call young Giles
No,
right
no,
now?
no, we got to give him the summary of what's
Okay,
going on
okay,
with Gary Busey. So I think this has been going on for a while, but he's just too old and stupid now to cover it up. Literally. So Gary Busey starred in a movie called Ginger Dead Man, which is a fine piece of cinematography. And that gave him the rights to go to this MonsterCon, which is a horror film festival. And he did some inappropriate touching of some women.
Why is this not doing what I want? Go ahead.
And as if that weren't bad enough, the next day he showed up in a
There
park
it is.
with his putt out.
Turn your phone the right way, young man.
And
Yep.
to talk about Gary Busey, we have here young Giles.
Rotate your phone.
90 degrees. There you go.
Yeah, look at him.
Okay, so this is our youth correspondent, young Giles.
Young Giles.
So young Giles, welcome.
Wow, we can hear ourselves through his phone.
This is
so
fucking
weird.
amateur hour.
Whatever.
Okay, so
It's funny though. Like,
what is your opinion on this, on Gary Busey right now? Just we're getting
so
the youth
let me
take.
let me preface this really quick.
Fuck this.
So-
I'm just gonna give him a fucking mic. Here. There's the fucking mic. Here. Just there. There you go. Just take the mic.
Yeah, we don't need.
Yep,
we don't need
need
your
to see
face.
it.
So let me preface this really quick. So I heard that Gary Busey was alleged with some sex crimes or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So why hasn't this happened in the past 30 years?
Boy.
I mean, why are we just hearing about that now?
Because he's an old fuck.
Okay.
And
So he's going
doesn't-
senile. So
yeah.
the way that I picture Gary Busey is you're sitting on Olive Garden, you're eating your fettuccine alfredo. You look across the street to the phone booth and you see Gary Busey furiously masturbating to your face as you're sitting there in the window of Olive Garden enjoying your meal.
So is this currently or is this 30 years ago?
This is every time you eat at Olive Garden. He's always there.
Oh shit.
He's always there. There's a reason. There's a reason why I go to Mazzotti's instead now. Like there's a reason. But Gary Busey. So when I picture Gary Busey, I would picture my big toe, and you can comb over the hair a little bit, just enough to where it looks like he could be a person.
There.
And then add the jackrabbit, the veneers, of course. Can we just have a conversation about the veneers for a couple seconds?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like my favorite. This is my favorite.
He told his dentist, he said, "Give me the high beams."
He didn't go to a dentist. He went to a fucking illegal ivory trade smuggler and got the biggest fucking elephant veneers he could. Those are pure fucking ivory. Each one of those is a tusk of a baby elephant. There is no way.
The photo is on the.
Photos do not lie. We
thumbnail.
know this, right? The internet and photos do not lie.
No.
So Gary Busey, not only is he a sex offender, he's a baby elephant killer.
Hey,
That's
you
kinda
know what,
the basis
Gary
of what I'm
Busey?
saying.
Shit.
Gary Busey,
If you're listening,
if you're in ginger,
If you're listening somehow,
if you
It's-
Gary
yeah,
Busey
Gary-
are so
If you're
are
here,
so
You
good
need to
that you
plug
would
in
be
that
in
third mic.
Ginger Dead Man,
so one
then
thing
you should be able to afford decent veneers.
I
I'm
just
saying.
want to ask Gary Busey, how much money have you blown on illicit substance when you could be helping out all of the homeless on the illicit substance with getting those kind of veneers? That'll bring a lot of smiles to America. If you could just let me know who your dentist is.
Yeah, you crack a lot of people up too, and we all need that,
Yeah,
right?
and crack being the joke because we know Gary Busey.
Oh yeah, and he probably was showing crack in addition to showing his
Another
pud.
thing I was trying to ask Jay earlier. I was just curious on his point of stance on why he can't open both eyes at one time. Like, is one always more tired than the other?
no, he has
Or
a stroke.
how many? I'm not surprised. Nothing about Gary Busey can possibly surprise me at this point. Like, when I heard he was a sex offender, I wasn't surprised. I was like, how come you're just finding out? What? How many times do you need to eat your fettuccine watching Gary Busey jerking his gherkin in a phone booth across the street? You know, how many times
you young Giles?
What?
You
I'll
got-
pass you to Jay because I need to take a breather to just absorb this picture again.
I give you young Giles.
What do you think of his face? Just give me your impression of his face.
So I'm not an impressionist, but I could just show you my big toe, and Gary Busey is a spitting fucking image. If you put a pair of it, if you put no,
makeup, little eyeliner.
you don't need makeup for that, dude.
No.
First off, my toe is already lopsided, just like his fucking eye to forehead ratio. Second off, you slap a pair of fucking veneers on this bitch, and you comb over my current Hobbit toe hair. Gary Busey, folks, Gary Busey.
That is your young Giles. We are going to be doing some shows with him and another man, Jared.
Jared.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some shows with
This
this.
is VJ Tyler,
Yeah,
and we're gonna present Jared Tyler Wilson Jr. So
yeah, that was weird to me. That shit
That
that
was cool.
happened.
that was cool. My favorite moment will always still be when you shook your hand and said, "Are you VJ Tyler?"
DJ Tyler. Like,
To be honest, yeah, I prepped him for it.
Yeah,
but
young Giles
what
slipped
can
him
I
a
say?
20, and
Yeah,
the guy
that
couldn't
Had a
say
roofie,
no.
and he's on.
Yeah.
we want to do a live show. I was
We're talking about
thinking,
Gary Busey, not Bill Cosby.
yeah, we want to do a live show. So
Well, I guess Bill Cosby got released. I was going to say they might get cells next to each other.
To
but-
be honest, I'm more disappointed that Bill Cosby got released before his sex tape. Like,
oh damn,
Oh.
I mean,
don't know
honestly,
young Giles.
I'm just curious on what the real Little Bill looks like.
He's gonna on the live show we do. We got engineer.
Giles, they're going to pull him aside and say,
Hey,
those two.
dump
those
dump the
two.
fogies.
We want
He's
you
gonna be
to dump those two.
Dump
Okay?
those two old fogies.
The more I get kicked, the more I just get turned on. And I want to just get on this podcast and let it rip.
Dude,
Chevrolet de
this is
Guatemala,
what we
no.
do. This is what we do on the daily here at KROT and Nothing Yet Live. We make sure that the youngest of us always has to do things that they don't want to do. So,
It's an important lesson.
But I mean, if you talk about capitalism, if money talks, he'll do anything you want.
what did you hashtag?
Oh, just the usual stuff. And
Okay.
Gary Busey. you know,
And
Steve
Gary Busey.
Bannon, Nick Fuentes.
You want to read this?
Okay, well,
British.
I could just fill you in. Gary Busey was caught on tape sitting on a bench with his pants down in a California park, apparently performed an obscene act in broad daylight just 24 hours after he was charged with groping 3 women at a horror movie
only
convention.
3? But he has 4 hands.
Can I bless you with a little bit of this?
Oh, yes, yes.
The 78-year-old actor was spotted in Point Dim Park in Malibu on Saturday, the day after he was charged with 4 counts of sexual contact and harassment over his alleged behavior at the New Jersey's Monster Mania convention a week ago.
Okay, well, maybe it's just all British all the time. We should do 3 different
I just want to
segments.
make a comment that, he grabbed some ass and then he said,
Oh, shit.
Gary,
My
I,
favorite-
s- I see your ass grabbing and I raise you one pulling
I'll
on
have
my
you
pud.
mic for the next segment.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, I don't even care if I'm on air or not. My favorite part about this whole paragraph is that Busey smoked a cigar for around 30 minutes afterwards, looking at the ocean before leaving the area. But it's just claimed. It's not proven. It's just claimed.
Did it taste like... Oh, wait. But did it taste like Monica Lewinsky? See? All the jokes.
He wasn't even born yet.
Nope.
Oh, no, wait.
I
No,
mean,
he wasn't born yet when that happened. He
Yeah,
literally was not born yet.
But I've been told that Bill Clinton is my student.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I don't
Well,
do
you can take
23andMe.
over. He'll be dead.
Hey, you
at
guys,
some point.
we have a new fall lineup for dailyapparelstore.com. Oh, you're going to love them.
Yes, Jay's been busily designing.
busy, little busy beaver that I am.
Not to be confused with Gary Busey's teeth being very beaver-like.
Or the kind of beaver he was grabbing that night.
Oh!
Look at this.
I
Double
mean,
tap,
can I just
son.
say, damn?
Yeah, I think
was
we're being
fast and
usurped
harsh.
here.
Like Gary Busey's abuse, right?
Welcome to my nightmare.
Isn't that the name of Gary Busey's new horror movie?
I don't know. Well,
He doesn't have a new horror movie. That's kind of the
That would just be his,
punchline.
that would be his biography.
As
Ginger
always,
Dead Man.
as always, we here never
The Beaver Strikes at Dawn. That's a good name for it.
we here never fail to disappoint. I will never fail to disappoint you. I am the Jay Tyler. We'll be back in a moment.
I am the very disappointing Miss Parker. And when we come back, I'm going to have some footage for you.
And
Gary Busey and his starring role.
I want to talk about manufactured necessity and how it's destroying our society.
Yeah, but nothing's going to top what we just did.
And the
What he
bushel
just
of apples says that my screen time is down.
I'm still stuck on footage and whether or not I have to show my big toe for the comparison. That's some good
This
footage.
We can take a photo.
I think so.
this
Is nothing
yet live.
Oh, come on, you fucker.
And this
is me fucking.